We all have been colonized, people, all around the planet, no matter what shade you are. But for black people, we was colonized probably first. We was conquered first. Way back, man, it goes back 2,500 years, y'all, 2,600 years ago, before Christ. The Persians came in Egypt, took out the blacks, took their stuff, took Egypt. Who you think in Egypt right now? Same people. Where was blackface? You know what happened? When we got colonized, it was a difference with us. Because we were not a violent people at all. But we did stand our ground enough to give them a good fight. But they were recruiting people from all over just to get the black people out of there. What was so special about Egypt? I'm gonna tell you, it is the five spiritual elements, 5 areas, points of the black heart. And that's what I want to talk about now is the black heart, how it's been colonized, people. Our hearts has been colonized, black people. This is one reason why it's hard for us to come together as a whole. See, when you colonize the heart, that heart would do anything for you. And our conquerors, they understand that way back 2,500 years ago and beyond probably, but we're just gonna go 2,500 years ago as far as recorded history, right? What was it about that? It was something about the blackness that people from around who didn't look like us, they had to get a piece of, or thought they had to get a piece of. And what that is our heart. But see, they did it in the wrong way. They did it in a conquering way. They didn't do it in the heartfelt way. It was a deceptive way. Yeah, they came in sometimes as friends, but sooner or later they turned their back and we saw it. Oh, you traded on us. Why you have to turn your back on black? That hurt the heart, right? And then they get the surrounding people who didn't look like us to kind of help with their agenda. Is to do what? What is it about these people? All the stuff they got on their walls, they're spiritual people. That's what it was. But why are we a spiritual people? It's because of our hearts, the way we are made as a people, the way that we share, the way that we do our economy, do our business with each other, interactions, if you want to call the community. Way back when in other communities it was in disarray. It was not in harmony. It was a lot of fighting with amongst their own people. We were never like that before we were invaded. And see, when we were invaded, that put something in us and that took something from us. And that's what I want to talk about, the black heart, that everybody seeks to have, because whatever you attach to the black heart gives it life. The 2 main religions on the planet is Islam and Christianity. And guess who makes up a great big part of both of those religions? Black people, especially in the East, make up a lot of that religion, but they're still black first. See? So there's a relationship there between black and religion. Why? Because the people who conquered us saw something in us that they didn't have. And it doesn't make us better, it's just something that they didn't have, just like something that they had that we didn't have. And that was the prowess to do what they did and to conquer. We were not a conquering people. Don't ever try to make us out to be that. That is not black. We get real messy when we try to do that. It gets real dark and it's horrific when black folks try to be a conqueror. Lord have mercy, that's a scary sight. Vicious. Oof. And it goes on amongst ourselves, like in Haiti, in the Sudan. Come on now. And amongst ourselves here in America. Come on now. So I want to talk about the 5 element parts of the heart that have been hijacked, deceived, submerged, and they tried to actually make it theirs. But there's one resilient factor about that we always kept within our heart, even when we got conquered, even when they colonized these 5 areas that I'm about to explain, even when they colonized these 5 areas, within those 5 areas of our heart, we kept something till today. And y'all know what I'm talking about, black folks. It's something in there, ain't it? It's that mystery in there that we know something. Am I right or wrong, black folks? I see the videos, you know, the chosen videos and stuff. It's something that we know, isn't it, black folks? Yeah, but that's something that we know, in my opinion. I'm gonna say, what if when we got conquered, yeah, they colonized the land for sure. And when you colonize the land, you colonize the people. When you systematically imprison a people, that's what colonization is. When you systematically imprison a people, then you do subject their will and their heart. That's basically your will. You subject their heart, their compassion, to whatever it is that you want to subject it to. And the significance about black people's heart is that our heart is made up of a spiritual substance that gives life to whatever it clings to, or whatever it allows whatever it to believe in, or whatever the heart believes in. It's vice versa. Whatever believes in the heart, or whatever the heart believes in, it becomes one, actually. And then the black spiritual prowess, it gives it that energy that we got, that makes us black. You know what I'm saying? That make us that bouncy black naturally, not copied. So that is what everybody was trying to get a piece of, that. Now, how can you get a piece of that? You can't. That comes naturally within, or you can imitate, or you can study us, and that's what they did, imitate. Nothing's wrong with that. We're imitating people. We see something we like, we imitate. Nothing's wrong with that, especially if it's done in righteousness and love and harmony. Nothing's wrong with that. Each one teach one. Hey, if I see you doing something that's good, I want to do it too. Nothing's wrong with that. But when you try to become a people or learn from the people by subjecting them to your ways and forcing them to do their particular gift or do what they were called for you in a very deceptive and violent manner, how could the heart really ever yield to that without holding a piece back, knowing that this is not right, knowing that I hope one day something comes to help us and save us? That's always there. See? And that is what our conquerors to this day still deal with and try their best to douse out. And they're doing a good job of it, people, because the future looks bleak if we don't get this together. Seriously, if we don't get our hearts in the right direction, the future looks bleak, because AI is rampant. And most of our people around the planet, is dependent on AI to give them knowledge instead of them getting knowledge themselves and applying it with AI as a research tool. You see what I'm saying? As a research tool for you to gain the knowledge of what you're supposed to be doing. Not going to AI and saying, AI, this is what this is, right? And AI says, yes, this is what this is. And then you come back and regurgitate it. On this channel, no regurgitation of AI, all OI. We're about the mystery, because the history has been tainted and colonized. So when it comes to the history, it's kind of hard for the black heart to attain the truth. because whoever wrote the history, they have wrote it in so many books, so many perceptions, so many debates, so many disagreements within those perceptions, so many different topics, different answers, until when it comes to the black heart, there is no way we can just rely on history. Yeah, we have to know a little history. I mean, not even really, because if we look at what's going on right now, it's right before our face, and that's what Blackface Channel is about. We're about what's right in our face right now, and we correlate it with history to see where we're going. You see what I'm saying? No AI over here as far as this is where this knowledge comes from. This is organic knowledge from the divine, which I call my ancestors, that no AI can give. Okay? That's why this channel is here, to debunk that part, because if we don't get it together, people, AI will rule in 100+ years from now for sure, and woe to the black people of the planet if we don't get this together, y'all. I'm trying to beg y'all, for real, y'all. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the 5 parts of the heart that has been colonized and that we have to come out, because it's very significant. It's really 9 parts to the heart, but I don't want to keep your time. I just want to go to 5, because these are the 5 crucial ones to me that makes up what we have to create new within our heart, because they already colonized the old version. Number 1, part of the black heart that been colonized when we got conquered, that we have to renew and restore, is our loyalty. Number 1. I'm gonna say number 4. Number 5, loyalty, which is our faith into what we are, into what we're doing. When we got conquered, they took all that away, all of the loyalty for each other, the loyalty for what we stand for, because when we got conquered, we actually gave up that to survive, which was smart. Nothing's wrong with that. Why? Because we care for each other, and we didn't want to just demise each other over, in our ancient ancestors' way of thinking, something very petty that will pass over one day. Took the loyalty away, split up the tribes. You see what I'm saying? Once a certain amount of people got conquered, then they recruited some of us to join them to fight against ourselves. And even to this day, where's the loyalty at around the planet? Why are Africans and then Americans that are black, excuse me, had the phone call, Americans that are black, where's that rift coming from? And we're all black and downtrodden. That must stop. That's the loyalty that I'm talking about that they broke up. When you see black, automatically it's supposed to be a loyalty call. Automatically. But because there is division, because they have destroyed that part and made us loyal to their agenda, we are divided like never before. We will hurt each other at the drop of a dime if they give us the okay to or this to do it. All over the planet. No loyalty. So that's one thing that they took away, and we must regain our loyalty for one another. Number 5 was loyalty. Number 4 is our openness to one another. The openness. When our lands got conquered, our shores was open to anyone, and that's how we got conquered. We didn't have any passports. We didn't have anybody saying, come here, where's your paper? Who are you? Go turn around. We welcome strangers. We welcome people in with a smile on their face, because that was the type of people that we were. Why would anyone want to conquer when we'll share? Why would you want to come and do something to us and we'll share what we have with you? Do you get that? But we do know we live in a system where bullies are created. You know, the system we live in, there is a bully epidemic pandemic, whatever you want to call it, bullies rule around here. Who's the strongest? Who's the toughest? Who's undefeated? I am the baddest. I slap fire from you. I knock you back into where you need to go to get you right. All of that. The openness to where when I see a brother or sister, and I know they'll say, you ain't my brother or sister. The openness. I ain't your brother and sister. Oh, that hurts. No openness. The welcoming, when I come around, automatically you know we open to each other. We can trust each other. You know that's gone. It's hard to be open to people, period, in a system that conquered the black heart. So it ruined the openness for one another. Now we're closed. Now our borders are closed to us. Our own borders is closed to us. No openness. Took that away. Number 3, the other part of the heart that was colonized and that they put a knee and a stump to it was the virtue of us, the virtuosity of us, the virtuousness of us, the goodness of us. Oh, we were such a good people. We never harmed each other physically, never. If we had skirmishes and disagreements in ancient times, let's say 2,500 years ago, nobody hurt each other. That's not part of us. That's unnecessary. That's something I just got scraped by a bush with thorns on it. My cousin just got bit by a scorpion. We had to get him well. Why are we hurting each other? It's already hurtful out here, naturally. I get hungry. We're hurting. We got to eat. Why do we have to hurt one another? That was virtue. We had virtue then. This is how we got conquered, because our virtue was taken advantage of. You know how it is when someone is nice. What they say in this system, good guys finish what? I wonder, where did that saying come from? I hope it didn't come from blackface. Oh my God, did that come from blackface? It had to. Think about it. 2,500 years ago, this is what they implemented and what we stand on now. Good guys finish last. It took our goodness away, which is the virtue. And they say we finish last. And it almost looked prevalent that we do finish last, black folks. So we must get our virtue back. We must be good to one another first. You can't be good to the enemy first and be bad to your peoples last. The goodness ain't in you. And see, that's what they have of our heart, is that part of the virtue. It's not all the way virtuous because they conquered us. They can never get the full virtue. And that's what we still got on the inside of us. That little bitty inkling of, I know something that the world don't know. In blackface, I'm here, y'all, to let's tap into that. Because that is true power that the world has never seen. Our virtue must come back with one another first. And that will be the proof that the virtue is back in that corner of the heart where it's supposed to be. Because they sure conquered it and colonized it. And until that happens, no heart on the planet will be full of virtue. Ain't y'all tired of that? The planet yourself. It will never have virtue until the black heart gets its virtue back. Y'all gotta understand this and don't be mad about it. I'm gonna go to number 2. Our endurance. Oh, black people, how long have we been here? I don't think we was ever created. I think we've always been here. The darkness has always been here. I know we have creation stories, but that's why we have creation stories, because nobody's a story. Black folks have been here so long. Our endurance. You here for millions and millions of years, boy, you got some endurance. And then after the million years was our other surrounding people started showing up and popping up millions of years later. We took the patience, let them in, mingled with them, taught them our ways. Befriended them, made family with them. Oh yeah, we connected with them, blood tie. That's patience. Patience enough for them to be patient enough to observe and learn us. That took some time. That's learning, that's patience, that's endurance. Where they get that from? They got it from us. We endure. You get that black in it, it endures. They took that out of us, man. And now we endure for everything except getting our hearts back right with each other. That should be the endurance. We should be exhausted trying to do that. Oh my God, I'm so tired. What you tired from, man? Trying to love black people again, trying to love us like we never been loved before, and try to be there for each other and never mistreat each other for no reason at all. Before we mistreat each other, we go the other way. I'm exhausted from that. Our endurance, our patience, that is the matter of the heart. When you get that second wind, that's the heart. When that heart gets weary, I don't care how much you can't get wind in. Try it. The endurance of the heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. We got to get that back, y'all, and we got to get it back for us. Nothing else first. Because everything else will fall in place after that. And the black heart is restored, y'all. The planet needs to understand this. Jump on this bandwagon, everybody. This ain't no us against nobody. This is the truth of the matter. And the number one thing that loyalty, spell it out, y'all. Loyalty begins with a what? L. Openness, that's number 4. Begins with a what? A O. Our virtue, what that begins with? A V. Our endurance, which is patience. What does endurance begin with? E. L-O-V to the Scotsgram E. Love is the number one element. Power, spiritual prowess that they submerged in a river of hate, a river of deception, and a sea of evil. And that is the number one portal, the number one door opener to all levels of possibility. All creation is created through what we would call love. The harmonious connection of the elemental factors of this planet coming together to create something sustainable, credible, and worth being cared for on this planet. This right here, look at this behind me. This right here, and this right here goes together perfectly. Doesn't it? That's love, y'all. Hate is if I come and take an axe and smash it. It's not whole anymore, is it? Anything of creation is love. Think of a swordsman, a samurai, with a weapon that is designed to destroy. Y'all remember that movie Kill Bill? When Irma Kitt, she played the lady, the baddest woman on the planet. There we go, being the baddest, the bully. Baddest woman on the planet. And she wanted her revenge on her sensei, her master. And she wanted to get she wanted a specific sword for him. She didn't want to just get him with a butter knife. She wanted a specific sword that was crafted by only one person who the world of samurais completely worship as far as craftsmanship. And when she connected with him, it was a spiritual connection, y'all, because when he made that sword, you should see, y'all go see the clip. When he handed it to her, it was so spiritual. He put love in that sword. He put his heart and soul in that weapon that destroys. Craftsmanship, creation is love. And that's what we have to create again, y'all. I'm about to go because I get emotional over this. Because it's the realest thing ever. And I hope that y'all can get it too. All right? I'll catch y'all later. I love y'all and I'll be back in a minute. Yeah.